To all my moms out there who have given and given and given, how do you take your power back? How do you stop living out of exhaustion and start living out of overflow? I believe that it's possible. You mothers have a hard task in front of you of learning how to guard your energy, because you start out so quickly just giving so much of yourself. First, the birthing process, which I've seen 13 times with my wife. It is a freaking marathon of effort and work to bring somebody into the world. And then the true work begins. Feeding, making sure the needs are met. And as they grow older, as I'm watching my wife do, is how do you let go so your children don't need you? How do you equip your children to not need you when it feels so good to be needed? And it's just your way of life. It's the way you think. It's the way you function as this life-giving force on the planet. But how do you guard your energy enough that you have overflow and that being a mama doesn't have to be exhaustion all the time? I was talking with a mother recently, and the kids are getting older. You know, they're 11 and older, or 12. And I encouraged her. I said, instead of just assuming you know what your kids need right now, wait for them to ask. You might find some things fall off your plate. Because if you're assuming you need to do this, I think she was talking about, you know, the kids are busy, she makes a meal, some of them eat it, some of them don't. I've heard my wife talk about how frustrating it is to always be thinking about food and making food for the family, and then you make it and nobody wants it, or they don't show up and eat it, and it's just like she's putting all this effort in. And so I'm encouraging moms, especially with older kids, to wait to be asked. You may find out that a lot of what you're doing doesn't need to be done. Try it. See what happens. Wait to be asked, wait to be invited, and then decide, do I have energy for that, or is that something they maybe can do and they're just been so used to you doing it? It's learning to listen and wait for the invitations, and maybe closing some of these leaks that maybe it was needed to be done at one point, but they've outgrown it. Things change. We get into patterns. Let's change some patterns and see if we can't get our mamas full force again. Enjoying being a mom, not that burned out mother. It's not necessary. I hope you find this encouraging. If this resonates, give me a like, give me a follow.